Welcome back to Two Brothers Sports Podcast presented by RambleOnSports.com. It is Thursday, March 7th, and we've got a lot to get into. We've got college hoops, we've got UFC 299, and then, of course, most certainly not least, last but not least, Mr. Arnie Palmer and his beautiful invitational down in Florida this weekend. We already have sent out the picks, so we'll go over the picks in a little bit more detail, why we like those picks, and then anything else that we want to talk about golf. But yeah, we're just gonna go with those three today. Have a nice little Wednesday night. It's good to see you guys. We got Sean back, we got Max back, as always. Fellas, how we doing on this fine Wednesday?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to plug in my lamp. But good, dude. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's a little different. Might be one of our only Wednesday pods we've done, but coming into Thursday, great golf, great weekend, UFC, super excited. I got my where it low. Got my Sugar Sean champ there on, so
Hey,
I'm ready.
let's go.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to get those picks from you, Max. Yeah, man. Just we're in the grind still right now, and not yet to March Madness after football, but plenty of good stuff, of course, golf and other things to fill our time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, let's get into it. Let's just go Arnie Palm since that's the most recent. We posted that. Let me I'm trying to exit out of something on my computer so I can share my screen. Feel like I'm in a meeting right now.
That was so much worse lighting wise. That was terrible. I thought it would be better. Um, yeah.
But yeah, Sean, talk to us about the course. Talk to us about maybe some characteristics of guys who can maybe win here. Just kind of spill your beautiful brain of golf on us and what to expect this weekend while I'm pulling this
Yeah,
up.
man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is I would say the first thing that to talk about like with this tournament is like going back to the Genesis. This is one of these elevated field events. So instead of like 150 guys in the tournament, there's only 70 and kind of some, for lack of a better word, walk-ons. There, the field is a lot tougher, as in it's just all the best players from last year, where they have a high world ranking there. So it's fun. It's a big dick event here, and this is a fun course. It's one where like it's very volatile. Like if you get after it, there's a lot of birdies out there. There's also a ton of water, and you can make big numbers out there as well. You can play yourself out of this tournament pretty quickly here. It usually like it's gotten some non-huge name winners before, so maybe just something to think about there. It doesn't have to be. I mean, back in the day, Tiger won this event. I think what 4 times, so he owned it. But like Kurt Kitayama won it last year. Then some big names: Scotty in 2022, Bryson in 2021, Tyrrell Hatton in 2020. But Molinari, Rory Leishman, Jason Day. I guess most of these are some pretty big names here. But yeah, this the midst of that. We're in the midst of that Florida swing right now. I won't get like I don't know, too technical on we're in the Bermuda grass for putting rather than the POA.
Yeah.
For the real golf nerds out there. But yeah, this one, I think if you're looking for a theme, it's a course that you can maybe kind of big boy your way around. Like if you're a really long hitter and try to just blow it past a lot of the hazards and stuff like that. And so that's shown up with a few big hitters, of course, Scotty and Bryson and Tiger and Rory winning these long drives there. So yeah, I mean, should be a bunch of fun. It should feel like a nice golf event again, where the best players in the world are here, and outside the LIV guys, of course. Unfortunately,
No, I love to see that. I mean, yeah, I like the POA, none of the Barranca, the POA, or any of those. No fun terms this
we're
weekend.
back to some
That baby for me.
Southeast Conference golf here.
Love it. Love it. Let's see. Looking at the picks right here, Max, you are going with Mr. Sam Burns on the outright. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I don't know. He's played pretty well this whole year, honestly. A couple of times fell, well, one time definitely fell short, but And then I don't know. I was just feeling it. It pretty much comes down to, I actually looked back at everything and I was like, Matsuyama is pretty much like the only like big name guy, or not like he's not that big, but these guys have just been kind of coming out of the woodworks. Not like we know of them, but it's not like they're not known for winning and all that. So I'm like, something's got to be a little different here. I don't know. I just kind of just the gut feeling. Burns
I'll
has
add
been
on to
playing
that.
well.
Sam Burns' last 4 events, T6, 10, T3, and T10. So yeah, that's about as good form as any of these guys are in right now. He's finished runner-up at this tournament before, so certainly a horse for course here. So love that pick.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, I was going to possibly use as well, but I'll get out to Max, who got his picks in first and spread the wealth a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I was up and I was like, I'm always the last one. I'm just gonna be the
I
first one today.
I would suggest this, like, of course the outright play is a little more just throwing, at the dartboard here. I would
Right.
hammer Sam Burns top 20. Like I think all of us.
Yeah, no, I like that as well.
Let me see. Did you know where those are? I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, I think it's like minus 110.
Ooh, minus 105 now.
Yeah.
Lock that in, baby. I love that. Okay, sweet, sweet. And Sean, you got Cameron Young, who I have been on the last couple weeks, either for winning first round leader or some odd prop. Talk to us about why you're on Cam Young this weekend.
Yeah, like Burns, he's just been knocking on the door. This guy kind of put out to pasture a little bit last year, was having an awesome start to his career, and then just really was not getting it done. But I mean, this year he's looking back to kind of what made him a top player. He's 5 for 5 in cuts made this year. His last 3 events, he's all been with inside the top 20, and he fits the mold of a big power hitter that has traditionally done well here. So
I dig it. I dig it.
Like,
yeah, and then you've been having all the fun with Cam Young, so
Yeah, you guys wanted to join the party. Max will get it next weekend. We'll just be passing Cam Young around until he wins. So hopefully he gets it done this weekend. It would be the exact same shit where I was on Cam Young last week, and then or 2 weeks ago has a good week, and then freaking what's his name? Eckroat, I think I had in T30 the weekend before, and man goes out and just crushes it last weekend. I'm like, all right, like I gotta start getting ahead of these guys. So that being said, I'm trying to get ahead on some odds. I have the shortest outright with Mr. Victor Hovland. Has not been playing particularly well recently. I think he took off. I can't remember which weekend. It was pretty
took
recently.
off the waste management.
Yep, yep. So he took off waste management. So trying to get himself right. When you were talking long ball and a long dude can win, reminded me of Hovland, but he's also capable of getting up and out there early. So figured, you know what? I've been going, though some of the outrights I've had have just been, I mean, Eric Cole last week was just plain fucking bad. I mean, so tried to give myself a little more chalk on that outright, went with Hovland there.
I like that. I had Hovland earlier, I think for Genesis.
Yep, you
He's
did.
maybe T15, 16 or some shit like that. So it's not like he had a bad round that time. And I think,
but probably a finish that he wasn't too happy about, honestly. I mean, I think this is a guy that 5 years from now from like this point forward, might have the most majors. He's certainly that talented. So see if he gets it together.
he is. His iron play is great, right?
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Was it Oak State, right?
Yeah. Yep. Cowboy.
I remember I saw once after he won that FedEx Cup and won 10 or however many millions that was. They're like, what are you gonna do? And he's like, I mean, I'm just hanging out in Stillwater, got my nice house. I don't really need one right now. It's cheap there. I think he's like, yeah, it's cheap in Oklahoma.
Yeah, by way of Norway, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, what? Oklahoma State?
No, a lot of these international guys, have gone to college. Like Ludwig went to Texas Tech.
Yep. I don't blame him, man. Go have some fun in college.
Eckroat went to Oklahoma State as well. Winner
Yeah, that's it. Fowler also went there. Ricky Fowler.
Yeah.
Yep. Not that we're gonna just name where every single guy went to college, but no, that's what's up. I mean, dude, not to do quick sidebar, but college hoops, you see the he's top 5 recruit in next year's class. He was supposed to go to the draft, he's committed to Duke now. And I'm like, we're gonna see a lot of these like international dudes just go play in college because they can go make a million or whatever, go play,
Yeah.
be raw in
Yeah.
college and not have to be raw in the NBA. So yeah, sidebar. But
versus playing overseas for a year or two and then getting drafted or something,
yeah, exactly. So, get more US eyes on it before he goes to the draft. But yeah, so love me some Holland. So now let's go down the board. Let's see, T20. We've got Max with Jason Day and Sean with Zalatoris. Who wants to talk first? Both at plus 115. I would have given it to whoever had the longer odds, but you guys are a toss up. So
I'll just real quick. I mean, nothing crazy. J-Day, he's one of those guys where you're like, well, he'll have like a kind of bad round, and then we'll just all of a sudden end up like top 5. And I think this is the time. Sean mentioned already that he is a previous winner, so I just feel like this would be the time where he's just top 10 coming into Sunday, and you never know. So I like him top 20 for sure.
Yeah, and that's plus money, right? Too. That feels.
Oh yeah,
He's kind of stealing there. So yeah, he's playing well right now. I think he was like a top 10 at the last elevated event, the Genesis. There, of course, likes the course, has won here. So yeah, I used to say I had put him for the first round leader because he's a guy that you'll look up after Thursday like, oh shit, he shot 8 under. Like, okay, nice.
yeah, definitely. I think you'll have a good weekend.
Nice. Zalatoris I think he's just in good form, working his way up to the Masters right now. Not too much other to add in that. Good ball player.
yes.
Yeah, he is looking very crisp.
I was like, I was the last one to send in the group text, and both y'all sent in ones, and I was like, ooh, I might just play those. I was like, the Zalatoris one, Jason Day, and then Burns. I mean, we got the same first name, so anytime I can get Sam Burns with some value, I've had him a few times in the past, but I love both those T20s. Spieth went with Spieth for my T20. We talk about like scrambling. Was reading something, I forget where it was this morning, but it was, putting not necessarily, it's obviously important, but here it's kind of fucked no matter who's putting.
You can be a
so
little,
it's almost like
oriented.
Yep. And so it's kind of someone who's able to scramble and kind of, you don't get on the green in that shot, who's going to be able to put that approach shot closer. Talked about it a couple weeks ago. He was my favorite in a couple different things before he got disqualified for his fucking score. The whole or was it the score? I can't remember what it was he got.
Yeah, it was like signing the wrong score.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. So we'll see. He likes his Florida golf, I feel like, and this suits well to him. So yeah, give me Spieth on the T20. And then I'll just fire off T30. I was trying to find a good one with plus money. You guys had some good ones. I like those a lot. I was looking at kind of just past history on this course in this tournament. I saw Justin Rose. I don't think he's won, but he's been in that like 1 to 2 strokes out a few times in that like T3, T4, T2 range. So I was like, you know what? Let me get him on a T30 at plus 130. So
I can't
not much
imagine other than like Adam Scott, anyone's played this course more times than Justin Rose. So it's nice to have that experience.
Yep. So we'll take that. Let's see. Got Mr. Harrison English with we even got indirect shots fired from Mr. Peavy on Sean's English minus 140.
Yeah, I know. I kicked it under the Mendoza line. It's certainly.
No, that's right at it. Yeah,
that's right at it. I feel pretty good at that. He's a guy who shows up when not a big name, but plays very well when it's a hard course. He was finished runner-up at this event last year, T2. So I just feel like he's never going to be in contention, but I feel pretty comfortable he'll have himself a good Sunday and finish, right there at 19 or something and get the deal for me.
Love that. And then Max with Griot at T30.
Yeah. I love Griot. I did. Griot's the man.
We've been on the wrong side of Griot, so we just got to keep playing him.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And so I like that. I get plus 105 too. I mean, it's T30. I think he can definitely survive the first 2 rounds and make cut. But I didn't get it out in time. I thought about it or looked at it after work. I did end up putting him for a top 10 finish in round one at plus 450. So I like that. I
Yeah.
think he, like we said, I mean, he's kind of the new 54 hole golfer. I think he might come out strong tomorrow. Shoot like -5 or something and be sitting right there, nice and pretty.
I don't
I,
hate that.
I don't hate that at all. He's
That just
absolutely a guy when you look on Thursday, you're like, oh, okay. And then you look up Sunday and not anywhere on the first page of the leaderboard.
and you just
Exactly.
reminded me not to do just the number one finishing round leader because Dead Heat is a bitch
Mm-hmm.
on DraftKings, and now I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have Aberg, my first round leader, fucking T like 5, and I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, like a
yep,
really good round, but
yep, great round. I'm gonna be like, God damn it, Sam, all you had to do was that. So yeah, that's my Aberg.
You
Sean,
want?
ode to you, my guy.
yeah.
Had to take
Yeah,
him.
one other mention that I believe Eric Van Rooyen, who's no, I don't know if anyone's playing better than him. Maybe like Sam Burns.
Yep.
Van Rooyen has been unreal this year, and they're not giving him the respect in this event here. I think he's plus money for top 30, so that's just a momentum play right there.
Oh
I
yeah.
was absolutely looking at him, but I was like, I feel like if I take him, then he won't do good. So I just gotta let him do
Yeah,
his
yeah.
thing. Just let him go, let him fly away. But I absolutely do love that as well.
That's a good one. I'm writing that down. Um, let's see. All right, so we got head to heads left, Sean. Because mine is two guys we have not talked about who are top of the odds board. So we'll get to that one last. But we've already talked about Sam Burns. Sean, why do you think that Burns over Fitzpatrick? I mean, obviously, I know you're
It's
high
not
on
an
him.
anti-Fitzpatrick play. Fitzpatrick's kind of like, I don't know, he's not playing his best golf right now. Like, if we just look over some of his, I think there's one that, like, he might have even missed a cut so far this year. And I don't know if he has a top 20 yet. But it's more just that I feel pretty comfortable. Sam Burns will kind of be somewhere around almost the 10 to 20 range. And
Yep.
that should just get the job done, like, on his own. So,
Okay, fair,
yeah. It
fair.
was more the fact that I could get, like, Burns to play well at -110 is kind of why I like that pick the most.
Yep. No, I like
Just
that.
just roll the dice that Fitzpatrick just isn't one of the guys above him.
Yep. Yep. I like that. Yeah. I feel like with those, it's like, especially the tournament long ones, you're like, all right, it's like
Yeah.
you either just love the one guy a lot or you just really just
Or
like,
you're fading the other guy kind of.
yeah. Yeah. So I like that. And then with mine, went over the top two dogs on the odds list, Mr. Rory McIlroy over Scotty Scheffler at plus 105. Rory has played a bunch of rounds at this place. I don't have it. He's won a couple times, I think, or at least he's won once and a bunch of
Yeah.
T5 finishes. Um, so yeah, just give me Rory over Scheffler.
Yeah.
I
He
was
was
like,
actually tied with Harris English last year for runner up.
oh, okay, okay. So yep. So yeah, give me Rory. I don't know if he's gonna win, but I don't. I mean, at the rate that we're looking at with these tournaments, Scotty and Rory probably will win the big majors and stuff. Like when it comes down to the majors, it's like, all right, these guys are gonna come win. But for now, we've got these dark horses like Eckroat and these kind of random guys that are not random, but
Yeah,
longer
it
shots winning. So
definitely kind
maybe
of
it's
random.
just early tour stuff. So yeah.
Like I don't know if there's been a winner that has had like from the before the tournament started their outright odds
Today,
within like one or like 50 to 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, no, I hear you there. I hear you there. I know, Sean, you mentioned Ben Roy and T30. I'm gonna pull that up. I just unshared my screen, but anything else that you guys like that aren't a part of that group that we were just talking about? Ben Royan's minus 105 T30, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I've got
yeah.
two things for you since you were brought it up about Ludwig. His T50 for just round one is still plus 400, and his top 10 is plus 280. So, just for round one,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
since
Okay.
you were, I mean, maybe hedge just a smidge.
Yeah.
to do that.
Hey,
And
that's why I got that. That's why I got that free bet. Motherfuckers.
and if you're going with the Van Royen like momentum play, Jake Knapp been equally as good the last few rounds.
Dude.
It's a little like you got to move up if you want to do top 20. I am more comfortable just laying the minus 130 for top 30 with him, but
Yeah, I like it.
What, am I skipping over him? For 220.
That was actually in like bet 365, so maybe his odds are. I think I took it there because his odds were
I got
worse.
T30 minus 125. Is that what you said?
Oh, it's even better. I got minus 130.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say because I kept scrolling. I was like, I'm past the 130s. I don't know where he went. Yeah, so I like that. Okay, Jake Knapp, I like that. Question for you, just or anyone. What is going on with Tommy Fleetwood? Like, is he just kind of like just slow start this year? Or 'cause I feel like last year he ended pretty hot, and I just
Yeah. I would say to some guys like Tommy Fleetwood, there just haven't really been like a lot of events yet that he needs to play in.
okay, fair, fair.
Like he's been in, let me see, he's teed it up in,
Was it Genesis? He was up there.
yeah, he's only played in 3 events this year.
Okay.
The Century that one doesn't count. It was T31 in the Pebble Beach, but he was 10th at the Genesis, and that was the last one of like these type of structured events there. So he just hasn't played a lot of golf this year.
Okay. Fair. Fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
one other thing. A guy who played really well last weekend, and then kind of fell apart on the last day with all the shit going on. He is a Florida native. Well, not native. He's not a native, but he lives there in Florida. He's not from there. Shane Lowry. He is plus 8,000, plus 550 top 10. Do we think he's able to bounce back, or Sean? I feel like you've always been pretty high on Shane Lowry, like over the years. I got him plus 100 at T30.
Yeah, why do I feel like I think has pretty good history at this course as well. So I'll have to get back. But yeah, I mean that was good to see him play. Like probably if you saw him at all from it was like snapping a club on the Monday finish. He didn't do that well in the final, but he was what I think tied second or maybe leading after 54 holes last week. So
yeah.
kind of
No,
just gets forgotten sometimes.
Fair.
I
He
looked
finished
at
fourth last.
man, I saw Grio. I feel like Shane's Sundays aren't his best, and all of a sudden he'll just drop a little further. But a top 30 is better. It's usually more like he's a top 15 and it drops to like a 25 or something. But
Yep.
He made the cut here last year, but didn't play that well on the weekend.
yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
No,
I
that's
got
definitely like one where you look and say it's still pretty good value. But
Oh,
if you
yeah.
already have a bunch of plays, I don't know.
yeah, I get that. Um, and then your boy CT Pan for a T40 is
I
minus
took
120.
so I guess I hadn't brought that. I did take CT Band for top 40.
Ooh.
Just pretty much, it's got to make the cut at that point.
Yeah, that's also fair. Yeah. So I like that. Yeah, I didn't really see any other matchups that I liked or anything. Trying to just click through any props, but anything else you guys like from there?
I think that's all I got. I gotta start chilling on the golf, man.
Yeah, it can do well or it can
Plays
do very
out.
poorly.
I feel like golf
Yeah.
betting is like
Good
true
card.
test of patience when it comes to gambling. Like I have
Oh,
I got a little bit of profit off the last like 2 nights of college hoops. So that profit I just put on golf because I was like, all right, like I don't want to like dig into the profits. Like this is like a weekend long play and let me just like chop up the rest and see how college hoops goes. I just got a text from Grayson saying I hate Dalton Necht. And now I'm like, all right, what are they up like 10-0 or something?
yeah, I didn't touch that.
God
But
damn.
no, it definitely is the test of patience. Every time I send something, usually it's set. Like, so how long do I gotta wait? Like Sunday? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? And fuck him because this man will place a UFC bet for one card and then place another one for a card like a month and a half, 2 months later. And he's just sitting there. I'm like, fuck you, dude. And fuck him for not coming on the pod, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't sure if he was making an appearance
I
for
know he's
299. If
listening.
he's not here on UFC 300 preview, we're gonna have to just go up to DC and find his ass and kidnap him. Whatever.
Yeah. He says he only listens to the UFC part. So before then, I'm gonna just shit on him so he hears it. But yeah, golf, I think is turning. And excited.
Yeah, I was looking to see if there's any good like miss cuts because make cuts are obviously all pretty juiced. Um, the best one on DK is like Taylor Moore at -210. That's like the best odds. And then miss the cut, it's like Taylor Moore +150. So it's like you got kind of these. I mean, dude, they got Eckroat as like the sixth most likely to miss the cut on DK. I don't know if there's other people that are
Yeah,
not.
that's kind of just, I think that's a good way of saying from earlier, like the field in this is so much stronger than like the
Yep.
last 2 months.
Yep. Yep. So
But it doesn't mean that a guy like Eckro can't win. It's not a
that
randomness.
would be good. I'm excited for it. Should be some good golf, and we're just gearing up for the Masters, getting ourselves ready. Got March
Yeah,
Madness around
the
the
players is next week too. That's a really fun one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for that. It's always good. And then Sundays, I mean, nothing better than golf Sundays. You got like some
Yeah, just
shit Big
put it
10,
on.
1 p.m. game. It's like Wisconsin, Iowa. You bet on that. And then you're like, all right, let me see if live odds are still worth it. And it's like, I've had like Patrick Reed going into like hole 9, like tied for first. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just see. So makes for a good Sunday. Not that it's all revolved around that. You know, we love the Lord and everything else that is Sunday, but
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. All right. Anything golf or shall we move? Let's go from golf where there's zero contact. You are hundreds of yards away from each other, very spread out, to you're gonna just beat the living fuck out of each other. So let's get into some UFC 299. Max already has his Sugar Sean O'Malley hoodie on. Sorry, I was trying to think of what the term was. Brain fart. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're getting over it. But Max, great fucking card. How we feeling? You excited? How's Sugar Sean gonna do? Just like as Sean spilt his beautiful golf brain on us, can you please spill your beautiful UFC brain as we try to wrap our head around the bets this weekend?
Man, sorry, I don't know why I did that. Right, I'm about to talk. There are some goddamn great fights coming on this weekend. And I'll probably just do my rundown. I'll go from the bottom to the top. Early prelims, nothing that really catches my eye too much. Pereira versus not gonna try. It's Oleg. I'm just gonna say Oleg. Not gonna try to pronounce that. Oh wait, never mind. I got one. I forgot about good old Despinier. This man is starting his debut. I'm trying to get my little act together. There it is. Robles Despain. Take Taekwondo, absolute monster. He's fought in the Olympics. He is fighting out of Cuba. He has the longest reach in UFC history. He is 6'7", 265. He is a monster. He fought in the Fury, fighting contenders. This is his UFC debut, though. He's 4-0. His last 3 fights, TKO within 4 seconds, TKO within 3 seconds, TKO within 12 seconds. So that is 19 seconds in the past 3 fights that he has fought. That's just one shot dead. This man's an absolute monster. So I mean, this is the guy where you're just like, holy fucking shit. And that would be the reason he is fucking like, gotta back out now. My Wi-Fi's super slow. Like minus what, 345. ESPN has it 370. I got it. I looked at it not too long ago, and DraftKings has it at minus 345.
Yeah.
That's where we want to start. That's gonna get you excited. You're gonna be in early to these fights. I thought he was a prelim, not an early prelim. Um, but I like that a lot. You can throw that to pretty much any parlay I'm about to bring. He will be brought up into a parlay further, but yeah, so that's the only prelim, early prelim I like. Um, throw him to whatever. But then we got Gamrot and Dos Anjos. Um, Another great fight. Dos Anjos could catch him, but Gamrot you want to throw in to another parlay. Um, I'm just trying not to spoil anything crazy because this just goes down the line. Um, but yeah, Gamrot, I think it probably does go decision. If you want to look at that, it's only 3 rounds. Um, but yeah, I think that's a great one. Curtis Blades versus Almeida. Don't have a play on that. I'm gonna be honest. I think if you wanted to, you should just go with your gut. It could easily see a Curtis Blades sub, which is probably gonna get you around plus 200, I would assume.
Okay.
250 maybe even. But I like they didn't have that. They only have the main card like props. They didn't
Oh,
have
okay. So
the
that's probably like tomorrow or something.
yeah. So yeah, because weigh-ins and all that shit is tomorrow.
Sure. Okay.
Uh, but yeah, I mean this fight's I do like Macy Barber too. She's minus 210 against Sermonara. But yeah. Um great fights leading up. Pedro Munez. I think he could be a little sneaky guy. He's plus 175. Yeah, dude, I just love this card. This card's gonna
Dude,
be awesome. 300 is even better, which is crazy.
I'm still, so I still can't wrap my head around the fact that Robles de Spagna has only fought like 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
In 5 fights.
And yeah, like,
4 fights, maybe. Yeah, 4 fights. Sorry.
or 4 fights, but yeah, like, I mean,
Yeah.
5 minutes and 13 seconds combined.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past 3 has only been 19 seconds.
I mean, could
Like
you
that's
imagine if that was
insane. You have
like
to be like
big
an
time
absolute
UFC?
moron.
He's just
That's like
making
just
like
horse.
millions a second.
Yeah, he might, dude. Because then he'll probably get like fucking performance of the night and shit. But yeah. So I love that. They didn't have that either. So that's something to look out. Just like will it go decision might be minus 275 instead of that 345 or some shit, you know.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into the big guns here.
Main card.
And fucking the first 3 of these main card fights are so 50-50. It scares me half to death. So there's gonna be a little manipulating and looking into some different stuff. What should I do you have any questions on this first, or I guess this first fight? I'll just let you.
No,
Peter
I was
Yan.
looking at Almeida. I feel like I remember Almeida. I was just trying to see his history, but no questions. Keep it rolling.
As I will do. Peter Yan, he was once a champion. Um, he is a great fucking fighter. He's a lot of people hated on him. Just I don't really know why. He's 3 straight losses. He lost to Sterling, lost to O'Malley, and lost to Merab.
That's
Sterling is
awesome.
still a great ass fighter. The other two, champion and Merab, is probably possibly going to beat O'Malley when they fight.
I would say he will be at some point, it seems like he'll hold the
Yeah,
belt
his next fight's he's either fighting Marlon or he's fighting Sugar.
yeah.
So his next fight will be for the title, and he's going to definitely beat Marlon. But we'll get onto that if Marlon wins. But Peter Yan, 3 straight losses. Song Yadong, great fucking fighter. On the come up as he hasn't fought. I think he's got 6 fights in the UFC. Or actually maybe more. I'm trying to load it. My Wi-Fi's stupid slow.
No, you're good. I can.
So he's got nothing crazy. He did lose to Sanhagen, which is probably one of the better fighters he has fought. Oh yeah, he's way more than 6. I'm stupid. But he's still only 26 years old. This man's super young. And he's very good. I've seen a couple videos of him during the training, and he looks very good. So don't have too much other than Peter Yan is due, and I'm gonna parlay him with Gamrot. Gamrot, who is in the prelims, and that's gonna get you plus 125. You might be able to wait until weigh-ins. It might change a little, maybe in your favor or not so much in your favor. They'll probably be at like 11 Eastern, I think is when it starts, maybe noon. But I like that a lot. I think that's kind of a simple, easy. If it doesn't hit, you have time to bet on the other ones coming up. So, but Peter Yan, I mean, former champion, dude, he's an absolute beast. He really is. He's a great fucking fighter. He really needs this win, and I think he's one of those guys that fucking just will almost kill himself going through camp, getting himself ready for these fights. So I like him a lot. And minus 120 straight up is not bad at all.
No,
Peter.
I was gonna say if I'm playing that, I'm probably just like that. I like that a lot.
Gamrot is
Oh
Oh
no!
no. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh Sean, what do we
New
do?
apartment. We need to get that Wi-Fi straightened out.
Yeah, bro. We got to get him invested in that good. Um, yeah, they don't. Let me see if they have any. I think Max is saying they might not have props for. Oh, they do have some winning method stuff for that. I do agree with him on Yon. I think that's probably a good move there. Um, but overall, I mean, I'm just looking back at this card and let's see, I'm trying to figure out where it is. Where is it? Miami. So Miami this year or this weekend. Um, that should be interesting. Let's see. See if we can give. This is just bad podcasting. I'm gonna see if I can give people any live basketball updates. How are your bets looking so far tonight?
I only have like one basketball in, so it's just started.
Tennessee's up 15-10, 12 minutes in the
Yeah.
first left. Take
If
that.
you want to talk about what some of the
Rip some hoops.
or if you had any of the UFC plays for like the main couple fights.
Yeah. Let me do that. I mean, honestly, I think it's actually good that Max is. Never mind. I was gonna say Peter Yan by
my
decision.
fucking Wi-Fi as I talk shit about it.
Yeah, well, that's how it works. We're trying to fill some airwaves, but I was looking at
Yes.
Peter Yan to win by decision. At plus one.
Yeah.
Or yeah. Does that have any? Do you think this is a decision one? You said I can't remember if you did say that or
No,
not.
I love that decision. No, I didn't even get time to do that, but I fucking love that decision.
Yeah, so I feel like that's definitely like I don't know that Jan, I was trying to look at his history. I don't know that he always goes to decision, but most of the big fights I've seen, I mean, it's been tough fights, but a lot of them have gone to decision.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot for sure.
All right, sweet. So that's where we left off. Do you want to kick us to Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena?
JDM, you can just say JDM. It's a little easier. But
Oh,
yeah,
for all those UFC hardos.
welcome.
Democrats and UFC hardos.
Yeah, I mean, shit, does my camera go away if I do this?
You're good right now.
Okay. Because I had everything screenshotted. So
Oh shit.
this fight is again, it's just a little scary. I think if anything you want to do, I don't know why, but for some reason I think that over. I think it's plus money, but I like that over. That the fight Gilbert's good. He hasn't fought in a little bit. JDM's a monster. I think if you really want to just go for it and throw a parlay, you probably want to do JDM. I don't hate Gilbert plus money at 136. I don't know. I think I would mostly stay away unless I want to bet Gilbert. And
I completely agree. I actually, so the only Burns fights I've watched, I think my takeaway from Burns is like that motherfucker will go to decision if he has to get both his limbs torn off. Like
yeah,
he's like, I'm still here. You could have like, I think it was one fight where you could barely like see, and he kept fighting, got to decision and lost. But like, I was like, damn. So I
yeah,
love that over 2.5 at plus 114. I love that.
yeah. So I think that's the one. Yeah, he should have beat Shemaev back then, but I like that a lot. I don't know if I really want to mess with the props for that fight. But yeah,
Okay.
trying to
I
look
like
at
that.
what
Yeah, I
else
don't
I
know
got.
too much about either of them, so I like the over 2 rounds. That's my college hoops motto. If I'm like, oh, two good teams are pretty close, let's just bet the over because they're gonna score points. So worked out well the last couple nights. So we'll see. All right, next one, Mr. Kevin Holland and Mr. Michael Page. Talk us through that one. You got anything good on that?
Dude, like I'm saying, those first three fights, this is the last of the three. Super fucking close. Fucking MVP Michael Venom Page, coming out of England. He, I, he's crazy. I mean, he was in the Bellator league for a while. He had the belt. He lost and then won, and then decided to sign with the UFC. So he's 21-2, I believe. I don't. My Wi-Fi still fucked up, so I don't have it up. Am I lagging?
No, he's not good.
Okay. Sam froze or something. Okay. But yeah. 21-2, and he's an absolute maniac. Has had some just crazy flying knee knockouts. I think two or three of them. Just fantastic fighter. But Kevin Holland, this man is awesome. He's a great fighter. I think MVP coming into the UFC. Not saying Bellator has less competition. They do have great fighters. I mean, MVP was one of them. But I just think it's a little different crowd for sure. Especially on a pay-per-view main card down in fucking Miami. That crowd's gonna be nuts. They're probably gonna be rooting for Kevin Holland, knowing the UFC fan base. So I do not hate at all Kevin Holland to win by finish. So that's knockout, submission, or DQ. That's plus 240. Um, I think Kevin Holland he fought. I watched him fight. Fuck, I forgot. I was at MGM at the National Harbor, and it was the night before we went to the Summer Series at FedEx, and Kevin Holland absolutely dominated the guy. Um, Same skill base and all this shit, but Kevin Holland's just an absolute beast. He can submit anyone, knock out anyone. I like this a lot. Just a little solo play, get the juices flowing. I forgot what the under is. I think it's like, well, it's 1.5, but maybe minus 140 or some shit. But I like that a lot. So also, if you wanted to just not go the distance, so either one of them knock each other out is plus 110. So, which is I really don't think it's going to go the distance at all. I think that's probably the safer one, but I love Kevin Holland, so I'll be doing the plus 240 as well. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be going to the end of round 3 at all. Someone's getting knocked out or submitted. No Wi-Fi? No, Wi-Fi's not back up.
I'm gonna say I've always been a big Kevin Holland fan, so yep, about that. I like that. I like that a lot. And Max, if if you could create a main card with a second fight, you know, right before that, that would be maybe two of your favorite fighters that you have, like two of your all-time favorite fighters, and they put it on the same UFC card back-to-back nights. Would you say that you're gonna buy that UFC card in or not?
Oh, I'm definitely buying it. You are more than welcome to come over. I don't think I will be leaving this house the second Robles fights. I will not be moving from my place. I will have so much alcohol that I won't need to move, and
Yes.
will be fantastic. But yes, the fact that Dustin Poirier actually it was that same MGM. I watched that same fight. So Holland and Poirier are coming off that same card that I was just talking about, and
Okay.
Poirier got a shit rocked by Justin Gaethje. It was
Yep.
a great fucking fight. I mean, they both of them were just trading shots, and Poirier got fucking clopped. And you know one thing about the Diamond, he has never ever lost 2 fights in a row. So,
Ooh,
granted,
hot right now.
Saint Benoit, or I honestly don't know what it, yeah, Benoit Saint Denis. Sorry.
Yep, that's
Um,
good. Yep.
But yeah, I absolutely love a good old. That's one of my parlays. I can finally put my final puzzle into my parlay. It's not really Dustin related. I will be taking Dustin solo, just plus 170, but I won't be throwing Benoit into anything or other than this over 1.5. I think they're going to be going for a good bit. Poirier, strong ass chin. Benoit, strong ass chin. I don't see it going. I think
That's
it's going to be a
crazy.
round 3 finish at all. Instead, it's minus 238. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's wild.
yeah. But it's definitely going to happen. They're going to go over 1.5. So that's why I want to parlay it with Peter Yan and Gamrot and get me to that good old plus 219. Money lines for Gamrot and Yan. I really do like that a lot, if I'm going to be honest. That's one of my favorites. Which honestly just kind of adds to that. If you don't want to do that over, which is a lot, but I mean, I already had Jan and Gamrot at plus 125. But yeah.
I dig it. No, I was pretty intrigued on how you would go this way because I feel like Saint Denis has been like he's kind of like in mind, I'm not acting like I'm some kind of UFC fucking archive book, but when Pereira came over to fight Izzy, and he hasn't fought like a ton of fights, but every one he's fought, he's been either he's won or played like done well. Well, that and I feel like Saint Denis in that same boat where like because he's like some ex-French like crazy Marine, like not Marine, like not even SEAL, like
Yeah,
whatever's
yeah.
above like the
He's like
Navy
our
SEALs for the
no, yeah,
French.
he's like our green. No, he is like our Green Beret Navy SEAL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, no disrespect to the troops, but you know what I mean. Like he's like that psycho
Yeah.
shit on top of that. So like I feel like he's like a
Yeah.
hot like it's a like I feel like they like odds are like people love Saint Denis in this, so it might be inflating Poirier, which is a good time to get him. So I like it.
Yeah. No, I like it. Yeah. I mean, plus 170 is what I saw it at. Um,
What do
I
you
like that a lot. I mean, 2 in a row. He's never done it. He's the diamond, bro. He's the
Yep.
diamond.
And what do you and this for most people listening, they understand point spreads if they're listening to us. But can you explain the point spread to the people for UFC and maybe confirm what I think it is? Because
Yeah, so it'd be
Poirier
the
plus
total.
5 at plus 130 seems criminal.
Yeah, so it's the total rounds like difference. So like say it's if it's 3 rounds, it would be fucking 30 or something. It would be like 30 or like say it's 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. So that's 30 to
So that's
27.
3.
So it'd
Yeah.
be 3.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just a round. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, thoughts on Poirier plus 5.5 on plus 130?
Yeah. I yeah, I mean,
I
I
mean,
do
is that
like
even a
that.
hedge though?
No, because you could just yeah. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know because the knockout. Because Sean called me. I forgot what fucking fight it was, but Sean called me and was asking about the points. I was like, yeah, like as long as he doesn't lose, like he should be okay, like point wise, come decision. And then the dude got like knocked out. He's like, so what does that mean? I was like, we're done.
Like we
I
lose.
was like, we're done.
6 points is
But
what that means.
yeah,
Whatever line you put, it lost.
yeah,
That's fair though.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, honestly, so there could be two potential entertainments on Saturday night. It could be watching Max watch DP and fucking O'Malley, and it could also be the fight itself because I feel like you're going to be going ham. So I'm excited for that. But yep, um,
Yeah.
leading to the main event, Sugar Sean, and he
Ooh,
spells it the right way, doesn't he?
he does. He does indeed.
It's good, man.
Uh,
See if Max thinks that.
yeah. No. I
Soon got a
absolutely love
sweatshirt.
it.
You know where he's going.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, I can't not do it. There's been talks of Marlon Chito Vera not having a great camp, having a pretty bad one even, and then Michael Bisping, well-known reporter, cage side cage guy, whatever, like comes in and knockdown, does all that stuff. Former fighter, but he came out on his little podcast and was like, "Nope, that's fake. Like I saw the tapes. He's a fucking killer, knocking dudes out bigger than him. Like saying like they're the same size as O'Malley and all this shit." So I don't know what to believe, but I think they're trying to get in Sean's head, just like people were trying to get in Sean's head come Aljo. And I just don't see him not getting it done. I do love Cheeto, dude. He's a fucking goofball. He's funny as shit. He's a great fighter, but there's no doubt, and I'm gonna knock on wood, um, that O'Malley wins. He's got this. So what my loving parlay is, and to your backtrack, the Peter Yan decision. We got Peter over, well, not really Peter. It's Peter Song Yadong over 2.5 rounds. Robles Despain money line. Sugar Sean O'Malley money line. And that gets you plus 135. I think that is going to be the one that I put the most on.
It's Jan O'Malley and who?
Robles, the Taekwondo guy.
Yep, Rebels. Okay, sweet.
So I like that a lot. I think Sean Sep sent me something I can't not. Even though he's a fucking shithead. I forgot to shit on him before I started, but because my shit went down. But fuck you, Sep, for not getting on. But I will share your play that you gave me. I can find your goddamn name. Sep sent me a good old 4.5 over Sugar Sean, Marlon Vera, Gamrot, and Des Payne. And that's plus 162, which is very nice. I think Sean kind of plays it safe for the most part. Maybe if he sees Cheeto getting tired, Cheeto doesn't get tired. He is one of the best endurance in the UFC. So I think they can get over to that 4.5. A little scary, but I think it's possible. And I like that. I like that line. I think it's good. Plus 162.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we got a fucking rocking. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but
You powered through.
yeah, we powered through.
Got the work done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're here.
yeah, we didn't go anywhere. We're good. We're good. I like that. Okay. Okay. Max, when are we gonna get a live video of you at a UFC event?
I don't know. They're going to Atlantic City this
Oh,
summer.
fun.
I was like, And one of the girls that one of my favorite fighters, Erin Blanchfield, is fighting
Yep.
for that. So, and she gets this, she's due for a title shot. So it's a big fight. I like that they haven't done much other reveals for that, but Atlantic City, it's not too far away. It's not a pay-per-view, so it'll be a little cheaper. I wouldn't hate to start off with that, and then maybe next time's a pay-per-view event.
You say Ocean City or Atlantic City?
I think it's Atlantic. Might be Ocean. Thought it was Atlantic.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm trying to think. Can you remind me Jan, Sean, and Robles? What was that?
It was the over for Jan Song Yadong, 2.5, and then Robles and O'Malley money lines, plus 134.
Okay.
Because the Song Yadong and Peter are they're gonna be going, they're gonna be swinging, and it's gonna be a while. They're not gonna go down for quite some time.
I like that a lot. Sweet. Anything else UFC?
Fuck, man, I don't know. I'll probably throw something out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll throw the graphic thing that we did for golf and just put our weekend picks in Saturday or Friday night or something, just so everyone has them. Hopefully, you
Yeah,
just come listen
exactly.
to the podcast and you get
Yeah.
it that way. But
No, but I probably will still have more shit. But yeah,
yep,
it's just the beginning. It's gonna be a fantastic card. I can't wait.
I'm I'm excited for you, honestly. This is a huge one, and then you got 300 around the corner. Like it's
Your guy. Your guy. Your Ludwig's playing.
right? And
Exactly.
it is a beautiful way that sports just conveniently works where it's like we get football from August. I mean, we have football all year, but like August to, February. And then we get good college hoops. It's not the non-conference bullshit. We get good college hoops to get us through March, get us to April. And honestly, between baseball and UFC and then golf, takes us all the way back down to football. And it's beautiful. And I don't know if they planned it that way, but thank you, sports world. So I love it. I love it. Max, I'm excited for you. We've got college hoops is kind of weird right now. I mean, obviously a lot going on. We got the reason why I say that is because you've got some conference tournaments going on right now. You've got some that are still wrapping up regular season. So it's hard to figure out like kind of what to do here. Like more so like our teams maybe resting some guys, or teams maybe kind of cooling. So not gonna get any picks tonight. Looking at tomorrow's picks, early lines, I'll probably try and post them. But not a lot from me. It's a weird slate. We were talking before the pod. Thursday, or Wednesday today is actually a really good slate. They geared up so that people aren't fried on Saturday. So great slate today. Hopefully all our bets hit. But for tomorrow, Thursday, a couple things I'm looking at. Lehigh to cover -4 at Lafayette. Lehigh's pretty good covering team. Lafayette's just been playing bad. Talked about it in golf. Are we just liking one team more, or are we fading the other team? as it goes in the sports world. So I'm going with Lehigh. I think I'm fading Lafayette, but Lehigh's been solid recently, so I'm gonna go with that one. And then ironically, this one works out, and it's also a biased pick, but based on the model, Wisconsin Green Bay is -1 at home against Wisconsin Milwaukee. And model loves Wisconsin Green Bay. So we are going to hit the Green Bay Phoenix at -1, just money line it. I mean, -1 and you push, like that's just a kick in the dick. So we're not going with that. Let's just take the money line there. I think it was like -120 or 115 or something. So we're gonna go with that one there. And then the last, but certainly not least, team that's just been rolling. It's I guess I'll just call it the West Coast effect. A lot of good teams in the West, but when the games kick off later, there's a lot of people who don't pay attention as much. Promise you they will be they should be a 1 at minimum 2 seed come tourney time. So you will know them, and hopefully Tommy Lloyd can get those boys past the first round in that 215 matchup, which he will probably have to see again.
Arizona's had some
not
issues with
Princeton.
that before.
Yeah, right. So yeah, give me right now opening lines, kind of what I saw. Zona covering -9 at UCLA. I know it's at Pauley Pavilion. I'm sure Bill Walton will be there. I'm sure Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will be there, and all these other UCLA greats.
It doesn't look like
matter.
UCLA is that good this year.
No, I know exactly. So we probably won't see any of them. You might see Bill Walton tripping up in the in the concourse, just talking to people, giving people hugs, spilling their beers on themselves.
Setting up
not that I know.
next to the beer vendor guy, just talking about stories and hiking.
Yeah, not that I have a personal Grateful Dead experience similar to a guy like Bill Walton hugging me and spilling all my beer on me.
Watched it from the lawn.
That was, yeah, we were there. You were there. It was the one Bristow concert. I was like, why is that guy hugging me?
Hey, Sam. Oh, he's gonna be so pissed.
Yeah. I was mad. I had 2 beers. So is what it is. Those are the 3 picks for Friday. I will, you know what I'll do so I don't just kind of ramble, but I can if you want me to. My computer's freezing, so maybe I won't be able to. Any questions on the Saturday slate? I know lines aren't out, but anything you guys want to just come over real quick?
Do you have like a favorite game? And I guess is it Kansas Houston?
Kansas definitely one. I believe Duke UNC is also there.
Yeah, do you want me, if your computer's kind of having issues, I'll run down the top 25 matchups.
Yeah, let's do it.
Kansas, Houston at 4, Kentucky, Tennessee also at 4. I guess Baylor, Texas Tech would have been a top 25 match in other weeks. North Carolina, Duke, and that's
buddy boy. Oh man, we got ourselves a great slate. Starting from the top.
Frankly, New Mexico State, Utah State is a pretty good game too.
Both 100%. I love that game. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to say something about that. Because just like starters, I'm just going down like noon ranked top 25. Arkansas, Alabama. No idea what that over under will be. I'd say probably 173 would be my limit on how far I would go over. It will be over. Arkansas gives up hella points. Alabama gives up hella points, but Alabama also scores a lot of points. So I just keep an eye on that over. 2:00 games, Iowa State at Kansas State. I would stay away. Kansas State in the octagon, and not Max's octagon, but the Manhattan octagon. That's always a tough one. I love Iowa State this year, don't get me wrong, but last week of the season, Kansas State needs a win to kind of a top 10 win on at home against Iowa State would be huge for their resume. So I guess I'll just pause real quick. The way I would look at a lot of these games for this weekend, you have your conference championships that are already going on. So you're like smaller conferences. But these big games, a lot of times, if you're looking at these big lines, if this one team needs, like if K-State is like plus like 4.5, probably worth something, even a money line, because if they get that win on Iowa State, that could be a make or break. I'm not saying do that for everyone, but like teams that are good at, this situation, good at home, top 10 team, need a win. Iowa State doesn't
They
need
need it way more than Iowa State.
Yep, exactly. So that's one. Villanova hosting Creighton, exact same thing at 2:30. Unfortunately, I don't want to say it. Mississippi State hosting South Carolina at 2:30, also on Saturday. Not good for our boy Grayson. So now flip that. Teams that are just on fire against the spread. South Florida. Just set it, forget it. Don't even worry about it. If you watched the game the other night, it was a little scary, but they covered. And now back to the games that Sean was talking about. So 4 o'clock games.
Do you know what their winning streak is?
Who? South Florida?
Yeah.
I think they're like 15 or something crazy. Let me see. I mean, they're first in the American right now.
And pretty absurd.
I mean, dude, they started 2-4, and they have gone 21-1 since then. So they went on a streak of 6 games, lost, and then they went on a streak of 15 games right now, which is current. They beat Tulane by 13. They were only 6.5 when I placed it. So yeah, I love me some South Florida right now. And light blue, dark green, a sneaky nice little combo jersey wise. So I like that. Tennessee, Kentucky over. Yeah. I don't like the sides on that because Kentucky could use a win, get in that higher seed. Tennessee, if they beat South Carolina tonight, Tennessee's just continued to roll and they need to lose before the tournament. That's kind of my thing.
How about this before to keep you in bounds here? You got 3 plays on anything left of the board. And then of course, thoughts.
Yep. I love UConn. They're just rolling right now. No one's hurt. So I'd see what Providence line at home could be sneaky low. The fact that UConn's -5 at Marquette gives me like Providence minus like 8.5, 9.5 vibes. And I'd still take that. And what I would say is I'd probably look at the full game. Don't look at the first half because it's away. So like you like a team that's big up and first half spread and they're away. I don't like that because you got that first jitters. So give me that.
Not your older brother's Providence.
Yep. No, not your Ed Cooley's Providence. Not at all. I'd say looking at the rest, I'd say Duke UNC is going to be over. I'd say that's a pretty good bet.
Yeah, I like that.
And then last one, I'm really torn on the Utah State New Mexico one. So I'll just stay away. I like Utah State in general, like just I like the way they play. I like their team. VCU's coach came from there. I'll probably play that, but if I had to pick, if I'm talking best bets, I would really like Auburn to cover at home game versus Georgia. Auburn's 13. They are right in that 3-2 talk. Get a good run in the SEC at home. Senior night, Johnny Broome, I'm pretty sure is the senior. They've got a bunch of seniors, I'm pretty sure. And so yeah, I love Auburn covering that game. Now, I'll just preface, keep in mind when the lines come out, I'll post something on like Friday night or Saturday, just because it's kind of last big week. So anything changes, but those I would say like as long as they're not exorbitant lines, like I think we're good within those ranges. I haven't even looked at there's so many good ranked games. I haven't even looked at anything non-ranked, but I'll keep that to Saturday picks and stuff. Unless y'all have questions on anything.
I like it. You helped me with your talk about Tennessee last week. I took them on their tough road test last Saturday, and overall a good Auburn team. So that was appreciate that.
Oh, of course.
I had them in Houston, just money line, but beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I'll just one quick shout out to a game that's probably good from a noon perspective. Um, Memphis, Florida Atlantic, not ranked, just good game. Florida Atlantic at home. I'd say as long as that's like within 3 points, 3.5 points, I'd probably play Florida Atlantic. Other than that, I think that's all I have.
All right.
I mean, there's plenty of other games, but hey, Notre Dame
Yeah.
Virginia Tech at 2:30.
Yeah, Tech. Pitt needs to they got to take care of business against NC State at night.
If you can bet in the Virginia market, anything that Notre Dame touches turns to unders. So just no longer gold domers anymore. We're just under domers. Like we just, yeah, don't know what that means. It means no. So yeah,
I mean,
stuff I got for college hoops. We got to get the draft going. We got to get all the March Madness that is crazy. We're gonna just have to do that on its own. We might have to split up region by region for each podcast. We might just have to have like a four region installment for March Madness preview. The way I'm rolling right now, I'm dialed the fuck in right now. I can tell you that.
Love it.
Pocketed 480 on Saturday and Sunday last week. I'm up like 100 this week so far. We're just playing with house money, but unfortunately, that means that it's probably a good time for Vegas to fuck me over come first weekend. So we'll see. Everyone, bankroll management, unit management, most important thing.
Mhm.
Don't drink a bunch of whiskey and throw it on something stupid because you might win one night, you won't win the next night.
Yeah. Don't have 9 plays on the Arnold Palmer invitation.
Yeah.
And there's only 70 guys in the field.
I was gonna say we have 5 each. We have 5 a pop right now. We got 15 different picks.
Oh, if you think I only have 5.
No, I'm just saying what we've got here. Oh, what we've got here.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem with golf. It's just a sprinkle madness. I get too excited with all the pluses.
I know.
Pluses.
Yeah. Yep. When in actuality, like they probably every line other than some of the top guys should be better odds for you.
Yep. Agreed.
Compared to like how other sports play out there.
Anything other than hoops, UFC, and golf?
I'll say we're early into it. The Indian Wells is like the next, probably that first tier under the 4 majors for tennis. You get a lot of the big dogs in there. Like I think Tiafo has a match tomorrow. Maybe Taylor Fritz, American, has a match tomorrow. So let me bring that up. See if they got any good Thursday plays. Oh, sorry, I should have had this. I should have been better prepared.
No, you're good. I do like Tiafo. Yeah, you got a couple, nothing crazy right now.
Singles.
I can share
I mean, like this is a good time though to just go ahead and take some huge, just do parlay, 3 like guys who are probably definitely going to win. Although there's not a lot of stuff tomorrow that's. Even the Nadal Ranich, I don't love that.
I mean, minus 195.
Thanks.
I will say I've lost more parlays in tennis.
Next week they'll be down to just like the semi quarterfinals, so those will be the big dogs.
Yeah, but like even like dumbass, like I put in like 2 college basketball plays and then I'll put like a minus like 800 like Jessica Pegula or whatever her name is.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll like lose 2-0. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How does a minus 800 just get their fucking ass beat? So I'm done with tennis. I'm done. I'm just gonna play whatever.
I have a Tommy Paul.
Whatever you tell me, I'll play. Otherwise, I'm not.
I have a huge Tommy Paul feature, or not like huge in terms of the bet, but like the number it is. Future for him in the U.S. Open, but that's wells away. I mean, I also have a Will Zalatoris future in for the Masters. I think that number is only going to get like way less.
That's what I thought. For some reason I had thought that you had that. And that's okay. I was gonna say, I love that. I mean, dude,
I think it was 30-1. I imagine it's now a little bit less.
can I get him for a first round leader right now? I mean, I would be.
I don't think it's probably only outright.
Oh, 100%. Like, if he doesn't pull it through, he's definitely going to be playing well come like Friday morning.
He's gonna have a great Thursday.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I like that. I mean, I'm looking at just tennis. Stan Wawrinka, old school plus 160 against a guy I've never heard of. Not that I will bet that, but
Will Zalatoris already down to 22-1.
oh wow. Yeah.
I don't hate Joaquin. He's playing. I know it's Liv. He's crushing Liv the past few months. Like he is just destroying the field. I mean, beating Rahm and stuff too. I don't hate the Joaquin play either. But that's the thing too. Like I feel like it should be bet like 25-1. Like it's not really helping the consumer out here a lot. But I digress.
I couldn't find the Masters, and then I realized it was the Masters and DK, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, it's got
little fuckheads. Okay. Yeah. Oh wow. I do like that. It's nice to see a full board, Sean. I mean, talking to you, I gotta imagine when you look at the Masters board, even if for tournament winner now, you're like, I can't wait till all these guys play.
Dude, you can play Brooks again, you can play Bryson.
Rahm.
I mean, given so much respect to Ludwig up here, I mean, he's ahead of guys like Justin Thomas and Hideki, who's
DeChambeau. I mean, you never know. We got
Minwoo Lee 50-1, who was the leader after 54 holes.
Leader
after 36, I think.
Is Hatton live?
Hadn't went over to Liv, but
okay, that's why. Okay, I was like, I haven't seen that motherfucker. I'm looking at him.
He went to Liv or right at the end of the
and then there's the beautiful Mickelson and Tiger Woods at 100-1.
Yeah. I mean, there's even I don't hate the Russell Henley at 100-1 there.
We got to talk about one of these days when we have a moment. We need to talk about how crazy it was that Tiger won that Masters.
It's one of the craziest things in sports that he won that Masters.
Ever. I remember exactly where I was when I watched it finish.
Tears in my eyes.
I was like, I need to go home. Taylor was like, what? And I was like, Tiger Woods.
He didn't think he was ever going to do it again.
Yep. I was with Creighton, who should be on this motherfucking podcast.
One of the weirdest stats is that Tiger and Phil have each won a major since Rory's last one.
Jesus.
God damn. I know. I just want
probably stay away from the roadster.
Yeah. We really have. And it's been a fine play up till now. But I hope we're wrong.
I do remember there was a time where it was like, who's gonna take on the next face of golf? And honestly, it could be 100 different guys right now. Like I feel like golf is so well balanced. Like, it's like, oh, Tiger and Phil are gone. And then it was like Rory, and then it was like, who's after Rory? Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't know, man. I can't even pick one guy.
Right.
Like,
I mean, just a couple years ago, you would have thought Scotty's going to win every single major he signs up for, but the man can't putt, so he gets back to the field a little.
Yeah, bit. Like Brooks had his turn. Like,
yeah, I don't think Brooks is done. I think.
No, I'm just saying, like he's had his fill of majors. It's just kind of
dude, the 2016 to 2020 run was incredible.
Yeah. And then you got young guys like Cam Young, Aberg, like
Patrick Cantlay.
Yeah. Golf is at maybe it's
there's a lot of good players right now. And even I mean, look at Nick Dunlap, who was playing, who's going to economics class at Alabama a couple months ago, wins the Amex, and is now turned pro.
Yep.
Like there's a guy Gordon Sargent, like you guys might have heard of him.
Yep.
Like he's still about to come up, so
Hester.
We're in a good spot. Hopefully Sahith kind of comes back here. He's not had that great of a year, but
yeah.
God, we are just getting started in the golf game. We're going to be dialed the fuck in by the end of this golf season. Mm-hmm. And I mean, and what I'll do when I get a sec, I want to track our bets. I know no one's hitting outright, but even the top 20, just like
a unit do like a units thing. So
yeah, just to like keep track of how we're doing. We do in football. I mean, we're all shooting over 50% in football. Let's see if we can hit 50% everything else. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, right? It's good gambas. Um, but yeah, all right, sweet. Max, did you talk boxing already? Did you already get into that? The Nagano?
No,
You
but
want to fire that off?
no, it's just no. That was a good reminder. Just remind everyone that that's happening on Friday. Odds are stupid. I don't know boxing that well to give you fight props. So, honestly, fuck it. Just bet Ngannou at plus 300. That would be my thing, which I probably will. Just a little salt base sprinkle.
Is it Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Yep. Oh, and Ngannou's plus 300? Damn.
What? What you said?
I know. It's like when you see it, you're like, what the fuck?
Well, it's because he should have beat Fury at decision. Um, but yeah, these guys are a little heavy. Like they're gonna go at it, I think. So, yeah, but like to go decision was like plus 150 or 200 or something. I was like, fuck, I don't know. But then I was like, I don't know. And then so that's why I'm not giving you any props. Just
How
watch it.
about
Good
how
fight.
about right under the Mendoza line of the Two Brothers podcast, over 6.5 rounds, minus 135. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to go to 12, just has to go over 6.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I guess it's a 12. I don't know, sometimes with those weird ones, they'll do like 8 or 10. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It'll be a good fight. It'll be fun to watch. So just watch it and sprinkle.
And sprinkle responsibly.
Yeah.
Oh, I will just say it because it's the end of the podcast. Is there anything that you guys are playing on the Puerto Rico Open? Because let's just go full circle back to golf before we wrap up the pod.
What's the Puerto Rico Open? Honestly. Yeah, I don't know.
Was it the
No.
they
My
have the
answer was
alternate
no.
incomes? No, I
I mean,
don't.
Cameron Champ plus
Champs here.
3,500. Rasmus Hogard, Daniel Berger, Victor Perez, Aaron Rye.
Live?
Victor Perez.
Okay. All right. 2,800. Let's do it. That's where the $31 free bet's going.
No, don't do
Just kidding. Bet responsibly, kids. All right, sweet. Oh shit. Footy. Anything footy wise? I didn't
that.
even.
Other than it's just going to be a tough day at the park for Max. I mean, yeah,
Ooh, you boys are playing each other on what is that,
It's
Saturday?
gonna suck.
Saturday.
This will be the first weekend that I will not be going to Gus's. Yeah.
Yeah, Max, I don't
Not be
blame you. I
showing my
wouldn't go to
face.
Gus's either.
I will not be showing my face there. So I'll be watching that 12:30 on the comfort of my own couch, maybe with a little mimosa. But no,
Bro, you're about to have a day.
I'm
You're about
not.
to have a day Saturday because you got that game's done at like 2:30, and then you got UFC starting at what, like 7:30? And college hoops just taking. I mean, Duke UNC is gonna bring you to 8. Oh, God, Max.
Long day. Yeah,
I'll come find you. I'll come find you. I know where you live. I know where you live.
I'll probably just. Yeah, I'll be here. I
Should
don't
we
think.
just get a keg? Should we just get a keg at your house?
Yeah, we'll see. But
Worst idea I've ever heard.
I'm just gonna do Ivan Toney to score. It's probably plus 200, but that's all I'll do. Best of luck, Sean. I know you guys will beat us like 3-0, 3-1,
You never
4-1.
know. We're in good form right now, but yeah, as long as if they still have Kai at the 9, I like Havertz, for anytime goal scorer, but I don't really play like or bet on them. So,
Yeah.
well, good luck, man.
Best of luck.
And then Villa's got Tottenham 9 a.m. on Sunday. Draw no bet minus 130. I'd probably play that plus 135 on the money line. I don't feel good. So give me, I guess, a draw no bet. Double chance is going to be too juicy. Yeah.
Over goals.
Yeah, actually, probably. Let me see the over real quick.
It's gonna be like 2-2, 3-2.
It's minus 110 for over under 3.5.
Yeah. No, yeah. 2-2, 3-2. Yeah. I like that.
Man,
Y'all fucking score, they score. They love scoring in the 80th or more minute. Dude, they're gonna get like two in the 80.
yeah.
So you'll be yeah, sorry. But yeah, I like that
No,
outcome.
no, I mean Villa needs to win to secure that fourth spot. So I don't know. We're banged up. It's gonna be close. Honestly, draw was like plus 230, and I was like, that's probably the smart play. So if you have no bias to Tottenham Villa, I wouldn't hate a tie at like plus 260. Over 3.5 also is a lot, but Villa's defense sucks. So um,
Yeah.
I like an entertaining football team at least. So
Fair enough.
can't complain there. Max will get like 1-1 or like 0-0, and then the next game will be like 2-2. And you're like, what the fuck? At least Villa's like 2-1, 3-2. Like it's like high. Brentford.
Brentford's exciting. Fuck you.
I mean, dude, you guys tied
We
Chelsea.
have like 6 injuries. Eat shit.
Oh, don't do the injury thing to me, bro.
Yeah, we didn't have our best player for 6 months. You had yours for the whole year.
I mean, yeah, but we've also missed like
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all right. Wrap it up, you two.
Yeah, we've missed a bunch of midfielders. We've missed 2 center backs for most of the season. So we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. But yeah, that's what we got. Yeah. All right. Well, Villa Brentford, when they play, we're just gonna make a fucking thing out of it, then, motherfucker.
Be a expensive bottle. Be a nice Rosemont bottle.
Yes, yes, at the lake for sure. For sure. I'm cool with that. We'll watch on the dock, and then loser gets to drown the other one.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't help that Sean's wearing a fucking Gunners jersey, just cheesing over here like a dick.
Yeah, they've been breaking records left and right.
Yeah, Sean's like, oh yeah, you guys settle down. Meanwhile, we should just join up and kick his ass.
3 consecutive road victories of at least scoring 5 goals.
Yeah, I mean, I will give you props because you guys have made me a lot of money in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, just beat City. I mean, if you don't beat City,
March 31st, man.
You're just an annoying.
Well, hey, Porto next Tuesday. Gotta take. We really messed up on the road there, so that's a huge game.
Yeah. That's fair. Got to be good at the Emirates. Was that Tuesday?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So shit. I mean, it's 2:45, so that's perfect. Like at work betting, you throw it on.
I think it's a 4 o'clock game.
Oh, even better. Give me 5 o'clock at the end of the day, and I'll watch the last 30 minutes on my way home. It's perfect.
Fuck yeah.
Love it. Okay, we got a lot of picks. We will make sure for those that are on like Saturday, let's post them. So Max, I might have to just do a separate page for you on UFC. We'll create that.
No, I can get that.
Yeah. So we'll get that. We'll get some college hoops in there. Anything else golf wise? If we like anything live, I think we've given you guys enough golf. I mean, if you take everything, you're probably bankrupt and you're just waiting for Friday to get paid. As we all are, but not the point. So yeah, we'll fire off some picks Friday night, Saturday morning. Tail with us because the boys are feeling good and we're rolling on this beautiful, wondrous Wednesday. You guys have a great night. Sean, thanks for joining. Max, thanks for joining, and we will talk soon.
Thanks, guys.